Einen wunderschönen guten Abend, meine Damen und Herren, und recht herzlich willkommen zur Elvis Tribute Show 1992. Hey, das fängt schon gut an. So, at first we do. Als erstes machen wir mal ein bisschen eins. Wir werden mal eine kleine Wolke hier reinsetzen. Some smell of Elvis tonight. Something for everybody. Weil Theani Kosmetik, Sie sehen schon, ist nämlich einer unserer Sponsoren für den heutigen Abend. Ohne diese Sponsoren ist ganz klar, würde ein solcher Abend gar nicht erst zustande kommen. Und deswegen bedanken wir uns ganz herzlich zu diesem gerade frisch auf den Markt gekommenen Herrenduft Elvis. Wir haben ihn da vorne schon gesehen. Denn das war genau das Richtige, was wir für den heutigen Abend gebraucht haben. Sagen Sie ganz ehrlich, wie kann es besser zusammenspielen? Aber wir haben noch eine ganze Menge mehr heute Abend. Denn Sie wissen, wir wollen Ihnen heute einen unvergesslichen Abend bereiten. Und dazu werden hier auf der Bühne ein paar so feine Musiker auftauchen. Sie kennen sie eigentlich alle. Schade, dass Sie sie nicht alle persönlich kennen, weil dann könnten Sie sich meiner Überzeugung anschließen, das sind noch echte Musiker, die richtig noch handgemachte Musik machen können. Und ja, das muss man mal sagen heute. Und noch etwas. Und noch etwas. Sie sind alle, obwohl sie inzwischen, wenn man die Jahre zusammenzählt, sie sind alle wirklich sowas von Mensch geblieben. Sie dürfen jeden ansprechen, jeden um eine Auskunft bitten und sie werden von jedem das kriegen, was sie wollen. Es sei denn, sie wollen sein Geld. Aber ansonsten fantastische Leute. Aber Sie werden sie heute Abend mindestens hier auf der Bühne noch alle kennenlernen. Und deswegen will ich gar nicht erst lange rummachen, sondern ich darf Ihnen jetzt einen Mann vorstellen. Und zwar lernte er Elvis bereits 1948 in Memphis kennen als seinen Schulfreund. Und er blieb's bis zum letzten Tag sein ganz persönlicher Freund. Er hat auch mal bei Sun Records selbst eine Scheibe aufgenommen. UT Party. Und nicht nur das. Er hat bei der Rundfunkstation gearbeitet, das wissen Sie, als DJ. Und er hat dort auch dann mal die Rolle des Musikdirektors eingenommen. Heute Abend ist er bei uns. Ladies and Gentlemen, please welcome his best friend, Klein.
Bodo. Bodo. Guten Abend. Guten Abend. Was ist los? Was ist los? Guten Abend. Good to be here in Germany. This is my second trip to your wonderful country. I was here a year and a half ago in Hamburg doing an Elvis convention, and I thoroughly enjoyed being here. Elvis told me many wonderful stories when he spent 18 months in your country from the middle of 1958 to 1960 at Frankfurt. Actually, Elvis lived, of course, you know, in Bad Nauheim. But anyway, he told me that I would, if I ever went to Germany, I would enjoy the beautiful scenery and the wonderful people, and he was so correct. He enjoyed Germany, and I tell you from my heart that Elvis looked forward someday to coming back to Germany to see where he was stationed with the Army in Frankfurt and travel the country and perform. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to, but he did look forward to that day. And that day was on the horizon before you know when. But anyway, it's good to be back in Germany. As I said, this is my second trip to Germany, and I love your country. You have wonderful people here, and I love you very much. Especially the Fräuleins, is lieblich Fräulein, how you say good? Mein Schatz. I learned from Elvis Wooden Heart. Mein Schatz? Right, okay. No, we'll have a good time here. Ladies and gentlemen, you are in the store. I have traveled worldwide with many Elvis tributes and shows. but I've never been associated with one like that is planned for you tonight. I mean this truly. You are in store for some really great talent. These are people who worked with the king. The United States of America had 41 presidents, but one king. This hall was named after Barbarossa. King, we changed the name of hall tonight. Instead of Barbarossa Hall, it's Elvis Hall. Okay? So, Elvis King. Barbarossa King, Elvis King. So King Hall, no more Barbarossa Hall. Seriously though, you are in store for a wonderful show, some magnificent talent. These gentlemen worked with Elvis many, many, many shows. They knew the king very, very well, as good or better than I did. And they loved him, and he loved them. It was a family of entertainers who traveled all over the United States and Las Vegas performing together. It was a beautiful family. They visited Graceland many times. Ladies and gentlemen, opening up our show tonight is a man who was so close to Elvis. He was almost like a brother to Elvis, if you will. He knew Elvis when Elvis was a child. When Elvis was 14 years old, he used to get him in to the auditorium in Memphis to watch his group perform. He knew Elvis before Elvis became famous and remained very close to him for many, many years. Elvis many times referred to him as his favorite bass singer, and in America and in the world, ladies and gentlemen, he is recognized worldwide by all in the entertainment world as the lowest bass singer in the world. He has a wonderful, marvelous, fantastic group with him. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great opening for you tonight here at Elvis Hall, J.D. Summner and the Stamps Quartet.
Understand me when everything I do is wrong. You give me hope and consolation. You give me strength to carry on, and you're always there to lend a hand in everything I do. That's the wonder of you. And when you smile, my world is brighter. You touch my hand and I'm a king. You kiss to me is worth a fortune. Your love for me is everything, and I'll never know the reason why you love me as you do. That's the wonder of you. You love me as you do. That's the wonder of you. her. And just because I spoke her name somewhere, and just because I rang her number by mistake today, you know she thinks I still care. And just because I haunt those same old places, yeah, well, the memory of her lingers everywhere. And just because I'm not the happy man I used to be, you know she thinks I still care. And if she's happy thinking I still need her, yeah, then let her silly notion bring a cheer. Oh, how could I ever not be so foolish? Please tell me, where did I get such an idea? Well, just because I asked a friend about her, and just because I spoke her name somewhere, and just because I saw her in one of the pieces, you know she thinks I still care. Oh, she thinks I still care.
Cut up this mine.
Bring it up.
I believe that somewhere in the darkest night a candle glows. I believe for everyone who goes astray, someone will come to show the way. I believe above the storm, the smallest prayer will still be heard.
I believe that someone in the great somewhere hears every word. Every time I hear a newborn baby cry, or turn to leave, or see the sky, then I know what I believe.
you. You're very kind, and it's good for us to be wherever we are. And Kaiser. Well, it's good to be here, wherever it is. We want you to hear the young man that is the young man over here that's our keyboard technician. He's the finest that the Stamps has ever had. He can get more out of a keyboard than anybody that we've ever had in the Stamps Quartet. He's very much a part of the Stamps Quartet, and his name, if you would make him welcome to Germany, C.J. Omgren, and he's going to play one. C.J. C.J. Omgren. Thank you. Here's a song that we did. Wee wee? Somebody hurting you or something? Talking? Yeah. You take off so you can hear yourself. You sound like my wife over there. Here's a song we did in an Elvis movie, Elvis on Tour. Hope you've seen that movie, Sweet, Sweet Spirit.
There's a sweet, sweet spirit in this place, and I know right here with us, filling us with your love. And for these blessings we lift our hearts in praise. Without a doubt, we'll know that we have been revived. We shall leave
Thank you. Thank you. I think we'll just move to Germany. I like it over here. Well, here's another song that we did on, I believe, Elvis on tour. We were in a studio in Hollywood making a recording, and they filmed this, and we got around the piano with Elvis and sung some gospel music. Of course, you know that we are gospel singers and proud of it, because that's the reason that Elvis loved us, because we were gospel singers. And but this one we did in the movie also, I, John Saul.
You know that I, John, saw a mighty number.
A movie.
Way up in the middle of the air, I, John, saw a mighty number. Way in the middle of the air, nobody knows that I, John, saw a mighty number. Way up in the middle of the air, I, John, saw a mighty number. Way in the middle of the air, and there were 3 gates in the east.
And there were
3 gates in the west.
and there were
3 gates in the north. 3 gates in the south.
that's the total of
12 gates to the city, 4 square and wide. Hallelujah, nobody knows that I just saw a mighty number. Way up in the middle of the air, I just saw a mighty number. Way in the middle of the air.
Well, old John had declared that he saw a good man. He twirled the bright stars over his right hand. When his eyes flashed by like the morning sun, old John got scared, Lord, he wanted to run. Well, he wanted to run, but his feet, they wouldn't go, 'cause he felt the gospel cut like a 2-edged sword. Then he heard a voice and said, John, you take a look and go take what you see.
go down and write it in the book.
He saw 12 angels in the east,
And he saw
12 angels in the west,
and he saw
12 angels in the north, 12 angels in the south,
that's the total of
48 angels in the city, 4 square and wide. Hallelujah, nobody knows that I just saw a mighty number. Way up in the middle of the air, I just saw a mighty number. Way in the middle of the air, nobody knows that I just saw a mighty number. Way up in the middle of the air, I just saw a mighty number. Way in the middle of the
Thank you. Let me tell you the rest of the men's name. The young man singing our first tenor, the finest first tenor there is in the world, Mr. Steve Warren. You might make Steve welcome. And in the show, when we were with Elvis, they had to have an announcer. George Klein couldn't be there with us, so this man here was the announcer on the Elvis show. A lot of you might have heard this said after a show was over each night if you ever had the privilege of attending an Elvis show. This.
Ladies and gentlemen, Elvis has left the building.
Ed Hill. And I saved the young man in the middle for last because many times in the Elvis show when Elvis would stop and introduce everyone, when you get to this man here, he would say he's got the finest, best voice in gospel music and probably the best voice in the world. He never did say that about me. I wanted him too bad, but he wouldn't do it. But here, he's going to sing a song that I wrote that's really deep gospel. I mean, deep gospel. He's sung it for Elvis many times. I want you to hear the finest lead singer that's ever been. You might make him welcome, Mr. Ed Enoch. Ed Enoch.
There's a place where I go to belong with Jesus. When my burdens, they seem so heavy to bear, I know what strength I find in my trials, and what victory in times of despair. Oh, surely goodness and mercy
Eddie.
Thank you. You're fantastic.
When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all, 'cause I'm on your side. Oh, when times get rough and pain is all around, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down when you're down and out, and when you're on the street, and when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you, 'cause I'll take your part. Oh, when darkness falls and friends just can't be found, like a bridge all over troubled water, I will lay me down, yeah, like a bridge all over troubled water. I will lay me down. Sail on, silver girl. Sail on by. Your time has come to shine, 'cause all your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. Oh, if you need a friend,
Angst, keine Angst. Ihr kriegt sie wieder. Ihr kriegt sie wieder. They'll be back. Fantastic night for me. So, as you already figured out, we share the moderation on stage. So, sometimes we do it in English, sometimes in German. I do the German part, George Klein does the English one, so I change over again, okay? So, also ich muss ehrlich sagen, auch für mich ein großartiger Abend. Ich darf das Mikrofon von J.D. Summner benutzen. Oh. Ja, es gibt noch Zeiten, da denkt man noch lange daran zurück, das ist so ein Abend für mich. Wir gehen natürlich weiter in unserem Programm, jetzt ganz klar. Denn ich muss mal ganz kurz eins einfügen. Hasloch wurde als die Durchschnittsstadt Deutschlands mal dargestellt. Und es stimmt, ganz offensichtlich, denn aus Hasloch kommt MCD-Konzerts, die nämlich diesen Abend hier zusammen mit Theani gestaltet haben. Da muss also einer aus einer Durchschnittsstadt kommen, um den Leuten zu sagen, das ist das Richtige, was die Menschen hören wollen. Und ich glaube, das haben wir heute Abend schon am besten bewiesen. Also ganz so durchschnittlich wird Hasloch wohl nicht sein, nehme ich wohl mal an. Ich darf Ihnen jetzt eine junge Dame ankündigen. Au. Aha, you already know. Und zwar, nachdem Millie Kirkham die Gruppe um den King nach ca. 20 Jahren verließ, war sie es, die ihre Stelle eingenommen hat. Natürlich wissen Sie alle, über wen ich spreche. Sie tourte dann bis zum Schluss mit dem King und war bei allen seinen Auftritten dabei. Sie schrieb selbst ein Buch, Elvis and Cassie, ein sehr schönes Buch, wo sie ihr Verhältnis zum King nochmal darstellte. Wer es noch nicht gelesen hat, unbedingt empfehlenswert. Elvis hat sie immer ganz besonders angesagt. Er sagte nämlich, "The girl with a beautiful high voice." And now, ladies and gentlemen, meine Damen und Herren, she is something special, he said, and she still is something special. The girl with a beautiful high voice. Please welcome Kathy Westmoreland.
Guten Abend. Danke, danke. Can't move. Well, hello there. My, it's been a long, long time. How am I doing? Guess I'm doing fine. It's been so long now, but it seems like it was only just yesterday. Ain't it funny how time slips away? How's your new love? I hope that she's doing. Heard you told her that you'd love her till the end of time. Well, that's the same thing that you told me. Just yesterday. Ain't it funny how time slips away? Gotta go now. Guess I'll see you around. I don't know when though. I don't know when I'll be back in town. Just remember what I told you time slips away. Yeah, ain't it funny how time Danke Sie. Danke schön. Es ist gut. Alle Wiedersehen. Thank you so much. Now I can move. Thank you. Steve not only plays great piano and sings fantastically, but he's a great mic deliverer. Takes care of us. Now I can move. I want to tell you all how happy I am to be here tonight. I want to thank the Let's Be Friends with Elvis fan club for making this all possible. It took a tremendous amount of work and effort on their part. Ilse, Ilouette, and Jacques de Lazaire, Jordanaires, and everybody, I know, hundreds of you that worked very hard to get us all together. It was a tremendous chore, and I want to thank you very much. I'd like to try now, you might have to help me out on this a little bit. I want to do a little song that Elvis did at one time. Got a little bit of German in it. So pray and help me. Sing along if you want. Can't you see I love you? Please don't break my heart in two. That's not hard to do, 'cause I don't have a wooden heart. And if you said goodbye, then you know that I would cry. Maybe I would die, 'cause I don't have a wooden heart. There's no strings upon this love of mine. It was always you from the start. Treat me nice, treat me good, treat me like you really should. 'Cause I'm not made of wood, and I don't have a wooden heart. Lucy then, so steht die Lady Naus, steht die Lady Naus, und du, mein Schatz, bleibst hier. Lucy then, so steht die Lady Naus, steht die Lady Naus, und du, mein Schatz, bleibst hier. There's no strings upon this love of mine. It was always you from the start. Sei mir gut, sei mir gut, sei mir wie du wirklich da, wie du wirklich sollst, 'cause I don't have a wooden heart. Almost. Danke. Danke sehr. Danke schön. I'd like to do a song now that, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. A song now that I just recorded 2 weeks ago. It was by one of my favorite singers and one of Elvis's also, a Roy Orbison tune called Crying. E flat. That's right, Steve's not going to play it. The tracks are going to start here. I was all right for a while. I could smile for a while. Then I saw you last night. You held my hand so tight 'cause you stopped to say hello, and you wished me well. You couldn't tell that I'd been crying over you, crying over you, when you said so long, left me standing all alone, alone and crying, 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 crying. It's hard to understand, but just the touch of your hand can start me crying. I thought that I was over you, but it's true, oh, so true. I love you even more than I did before. So darling, what can I do? For you don't love me, and I'll always be crying over you, crying over you. Yes, now you're gone, and from this moment on, I'll be crying, 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 yeah, Thank you very much. Thank you. I'd like to close with a song that Elvis used to have me sing right in the middle of the most chaotic period of his performances, when people were going crazy, ladies were pulling scarves from each other's necks, strangling each other. And he would call me out in the middle of at that moment, in the middle of the concert, to sing a gospel song, Heavenly Father. He also would conduct the orchestra from behind. Every time I sing it, I still feel as if he's there, leading the orchestra. I trust in God, wherever I may be, upon the land or on the stormy sea.
Ladies and gentlemen, she still is the girl with the beautiful high voice. Kathy Westmoreland. She is something special. And Kathy,
Dankeschön.
and Kathy, yeah, you would.
Ich liebe sie.
Wow. And Kathy, Al Devon just said this kind of stat we always hear, Elvis has left the building. You said it right before. He never left the building. Thank you.
He's here tonight.
Thank you, Kathy. You were brought to the stage, so I will take you from the stage. May I offer my arm? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. George Klein.
All right. How do you like the show so far? Bus is lost. You ain't seen nothing yet. We're going to be here for a while tonight. We have a tremendous show for you, as I said. And once again, it's a pleasure for me to be here back in Germany with you. We'll see you probably also when you come to Memphis in August. How many come to Memphis in August? Very good. You will see a lot of these same entertainers. They call it Elvis Week. Elvis Week this year in Memphis will have many events starting on the Sunday preceding the 16th. And every day there will be something. There is a nostalgia show, of course, with many of these entertainers this year in Memphis. There also will be what they call an oldie but goodie show with the Shirelles, Johnny Tillotson, Billy Swan, and much more of entertainers at the Coliseum there in Memphis. Then there'll be a gospel night, and the Stamps are going to be there for that. And there's going to be something every night. There'll be the Elvis Banquet. Be a lot happening in Memphis. If you get a chance, join us, because this is the 15th year. It doesn't seem like that many years, does it? It certainly doesn't. Ladies and gentlemen, next up, we just go from great to great. Because, of course, Miss Westmoreland was great. The next young man on this stage is also great. And I say that about many singers. Great is an overused word. But I do not overuse the word when I introduce this next man. Because if you read about Elvis, if you read on the back of his album, Felton Jarvis, who was Elvis's producer, said, and I heard, Elvis said to Felton, "He is my favorite singer, the best tenor in the world." Ladies and gentlemen, a man who at one time lived in Memphis, Tennessee, worked on stage for many, many years with Elvis. One of the greatest tenor voices in the world, my dear friend, the great Shaun Nielson.
Good evening and welcome. If you'll turn me on back there. How do you like the show so far? Sounds great to me. Give all these folks, what a pleasure it is to be here with the Stamps and Kathy Westmoreland, and you're going to be enjoying the Jordanaires a little further. Have we got us queued up back there? We got an intro I want you to hear for us as soon as we get into it. Song you might recognize from one of the records you've heard from the very last. How many have the very last In Concert album? Do any of you have that particular record? Oh, I know there's 2 or 3 here. Okay.
In 1960, we did a song called It's Now or Never. And it was taken from the Italian song Solo Mio. So I'd like to ask Shaun Nielson to do the Italian version of O Sole Mio, and then we'll do this Now Never. Let's do the voice, let's do
Ora ci sole che O sole mio, sta in fronte in te. O sole mio, sta in fronte in te. Sta in When I first saw you, with your smile so tender, my heart was captured, my soul surrendered. I spent a lifetime waiting for the right time. Now that you're near, the time is here at last. It's now or never. Come hold me tight. Kiss me, my darling. Be mine tonight. Tomorrow may be too late. It's now or never. My love won't wait. Just like a willow, we would cry an ocean if we lost true love and sweet devotion. Your lips excite me, let your arms invite me, for who knows when we'll meet again, sweetheart. It's now or never. Come hold me tight. Kiss me, my darling. Be mine tonight. Tomorrow may be too late. It's now or never. My love won't wait. It's now or never. My love won't wait. It's now or never. My love won't Turn that off. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Oh, what a great group you are. It's such a pleasure and a privilege for me to be in Kaiserslautern. Did I do that all right? Is it Kaiserslautern? I was remarking as we were driving here from the airport how fortunate that I had the privilege to work with Elvis Presley, or I might have never had the chance to meet you folks. So I'm grateful for that. It's nice to be with you. I want to say a special thanks for everyone that worked so hard to put this all together, because there's so much to do when you get this many people together all the way from the United States to Kaiserslautern. But a couple of the people that I know, 2 or 3 personally, that worked so hard, a special thanks to Ilse Ouellette, a special thanks to Sabina and the Let's Be Friends with Elvis fan club, who worked tremendously. You gonna give me this one? Great. Who worked so hard to put that together. And a special thanks to Mr. Jacques Delisard from Switzerland. Without any of this could have been possible. Only because he's a stubborn man were we able to put all this together. So I thought it only appropriate when he requested a song for me to sing that I do that for him. But there's a unique little story about this song. This song is especially for Jacques Delisard. But I was living in Nashville, Tennessee at the time, and I got a call on the telephone, and they said, "How soon can you be at the airport? We've got a jet on the way to pick you up." I said, "Well, I can be there probably 20 or 30 minutes. Do you mind if I brush my teeth?" So he said, "No, go right ahead." But I immediately threw a suitcase together and got in the car and drove to the airport. And I was in a Learjet with just me and two co-pilots sitting there in the back by myself. I found out that an Irish police captain in Denver had passed away. And Elvis wanted me to come up there to sing this particular song at his funeral. A song that we sang many times sitting around Graceland in the wee hours of the morning. So let me see if I can remember how it goes. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. There's a land that is fairer than day, and by faith we can see it afar. For the Father waits over the way to prepare us a dwelling place there. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. Yeah, I believe that. Thank you. Thank you so much. The story is told of a man who was in a hospital dying. His wife had been by his bedside for 3 days and 3 nights. So somewhere on the third day, between midnight and dawn, she lay down beside him and dozed off. While she was sleeping, the man felt himself begin to pass away. And after all those beautiful years together, he didn't want her to see him pass away. So he took a notepad and a pencil from the side of the bed, and he wrote, "Softly, I will leave you softly, for my heart would break if you should wake and see me go. So I leave you softly, long before you miss me.
stay for one more hour, one more day. After all the years, I can't bear the tears to fall so softly. I will leave you there. I will leave you
Ladies and gentlemen, the great Shaun Nielson. Mr. Shaun Nielson, one of the greatest tenor voices in the world, performing for you here tonight in Elvis Hall. Kaiserslautern, Shaun Nielson, a beautiful individual inside and outside. Ladies and gentlemen, young man who was working with me tonight, my dear friend Bodo. Come up, Bodo.
Tja, das ist schon ein heißes Gefühl, muss ich schon sagen. Bevor ich den nächsten Interpreten auf die Bühne bitte, muss ich doch mal was loslassen. Natürlich hat man, wenn man für Funk und Fernsehen arbeitet, eigentlich ziemlich oft mit irgendwelchen Leuten aus der Schlagerbranche zu tun. Und bei einigen, muss ich ganz ehrlich sagen, kriege ich manchmal das Kribbeln. Ich möchte Sie am liebsten mitnehmen zu diesen Leuten, die wir bisher heute Abend schon gesehen haben, die wir noch sehen werden. Ich würde zu Ihnen sagen, tu mir einen Gefallen, halt's Maul. Hör dir das einfach an, was diese Leute, die Musikgeschichte geschrieben haben, zu sagen haben. Sperr deine Ohren auf, mach die Augen auf, sei still und hör zu und du wirst eine Menge lernen. Denn solche feinen Charakter, wie wir sie heute hier auf der Bühne haben, kriegt man so schnell nicht wieder zusammen. Das muss unbedingt mal gesagt werden. Für den nächsten Interpreten habe ich mir mal so einen kleinen Spickzettel gemacht. Er spielte bereits mit 6 Jahren Gitarre und Banjo. Zur Schulzeit hatte er dann schon eine eigene professionelle Band, The Coachman. Mit verschiedenen Gruppen hat er Hits eingespielt, kam 1969 zu Elvis als Rhythmusgitarrist und blieb dort bis zum Schluss. 2 Tage nach 5 Exklusivkonzerten in der Schweiz mit der Original Elvis Presley Band, am 15. April 1989, passierte ihm das, was der Albtraum eigentlich eines jeden ist und so auf jeden Fall eines jeden Gitarristen. Er bekam einen Schlaganfall, war seit der Zeit halbseitig gelähmt, konnte gar nichts mehr machen. Nein, es wurde sogar noch viel schlimmer. Die Ärzte gaben ihm 2% Überlebenschance. Das ist verdammt wenig. Seine Familie, wie er all diese Leute nennt, die wir heute hier auf der Bühne gesehen haben und noch sehen werden, kam aus allen Teilen der USA, haben angerufen, standen bei ihm am Krankenbett, um ihm in irgendeiner Form zu helfen. Aber dieser Mensch hat eine Power, die kann ich nur jedem wünschen. Denn aus diesen 2% Überlebenschance ist heute ein 100%iger geworden. Das muss man gesagt haben. Er hat inzwischen ein eigenes Studio in Utah, eine Konzertdirektion auch noch dazu. und durch seinen eisernen Willen, denn die Ärzte haben ihm auch gesagt, er wird nie wieder laufen können. Da läuft er. John Wilkinson.
Thank you, Bodo.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to stand up all to honor this great man, John Wilkinson.
Thank you. Hello, friends. In the early morning rain, where the dollars burn, with an aching in my heart, and my pockets full of sand. Sorry to be disappointed, Steve. I'm a long way from home, and I miss my loved ones so. In the early morning rain, with no place to go, out on runway number 9, big 707 is set to go, but I'm stuck here on the ground with no place to go, where the liquor tasted good and the women all were fast. There she goes, my friend, she's a-rolling now at last. Play it for me, Steve. Go get her. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve. Tear him up, brother. Yeah. This old airport's got me down. It's no earthly good to me, but I'm stuck here on the ground, cold and drunk as I might be. You can't catch a jet plane like you can an old freight train, so I'd best be on my way in the early morning rain, so I'd best be on my way in the early morning rain. Thank you so much, friends. Thank you, Steve Warren, my brother. I love you. Thank you all very, very much. Hello, Germany. We're back. Thank you so much. If I might, I'd like to just take a brief moment and say a special word to so many, very many friends in this audience and across all of Europe, and in fact across the world. This show would not have been possible if not for the love and hard work of the Let's Be Friends with Elvis fan club of Germany, Miss Ilse Willett right here, and Michael and Sabina Witzel, and all the rest of you who cared so very much for the love and memory of Elvis that you brought us here. And thank you. We're here to honor his memory just like you are. Also, may I say a special word of thanks to Mr. Jürgen Meyer, who very courageously brought us and has tended for us and taken care of us, and my special friend, our special friend, I should say, Mr. Jacques Delisard, without whom
we could not do this show. All of these people in concert have brought this concert together for you. And I also have some special news for you. Elvis is not dead, by the way. He is alive. If that's news-shattering to you, it shouldn't be, because tonight Elvis is alive in all of us here on stage and all of you out there. And as long as there are people like you to listen to Elvis music and remember him, Elvis will never die. Okay? Fair enough? The hell with the tabloids. We're alive, by God, we are. And we're here. And we're really thankful to each and every one of you individually. If I could name each one of you, I would, and I can't, but just know that the love from this stage out to you is genuine and very real. We love every one of you. Thank you so much. Brother Steve, why don't you give me a little Marie's the name? A very old friend came by today, and he was telling everyone in town of the love that he had found, and Marie's the name of his latest flame. He talked and talked, and I heard him say that she had the longest, blackest hair, the prettiest green eyes anywhere, and Marie's the name of his latest flame. Though I smiled, the tears inside kept burning. I wished him luck, and then he said goodbye. He was gone, but still his words kept returning. What else was there for me to do but cry, cry? Wouldn't you believe that yesterday this girl was in my arms and swore to me she'd be mine eternally? Yeah, right. And Marie's the name of his latest flame. Though he smiled, the tears inside were a-burning. I wished him luck, and then he said goodbye. He was gone, but still his words kept returning. What else was there for me to do but cry all night? Would you believe that yesterday, one more, this girl was in my arms and swore to me she'd be mine eternally, and Marie's the name of his latest flame. Yeah, Marie's the name of his latest flame. Oh, Marie's the name of his latest flame. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you all so very much. If I might, just for a minute, Brother Steve, would you come here for just a moment? Ladies and gentlemen, this fine man is named Steve Warren, and I love him dearly. Steve Warren is a fine musician, fine singer, of course, with the Stamps. You know them. And a dear friend of mine. And I thank you very much for accompanying me this evening. Not to the concert, but during it. I love him, but not that much. Yeah, by God, I can walk every once in a while. Brother Steve, we're going to close with a song called Lord, You Gave Me a Mountain. It has a special meaning for me. Had a special meaning for my friend, our friend Elvis. I think you all know the song. Steve, would you mind kicking that off for me? Born in the heat of the desert, my mother died, giving me life, deprived of the love of a father, and blamed for the loss of his wife. You know, Lord, I've been in a prison for something that I've never done. It's been one hill after another, but I climbed them all, one by one. And this time, Lord, you gave me a mountain. get it. My woman got tired of the heartache, tired of the grief and the strife, so tired of working for nothing, just tired of being my wife. You know, it's been a heartache. I forgot it, sorry. It's been one hill after another. Doesn't matter, does it? But I find them all one by one. And this time, Lord, you gave me a mountain, Lord, that I may never climb. Oh, and it isn't on a hill any longer. You gave me a mountain this high. Yes, Lord, you gave me a mountain this time. Thank you all so very much. Thank you, Steve Warren, our buddy. Thank all of you. You're wonderful. We love you, and thank you for honoring the memory of Elvis.
This time, you gave me a mountain, but I know you will fix this mountain too. John Wilkinson. Welcome back to the family, John.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about it for Mr. John Wilkinson? John not only is a great talent, but he is one of the nicest guys, ladies and gentlemen, that I have ever met in my entire lifetime. One of the nicest guys you'll ever want to meet, and a dear close friend of Elvis's, John Wilkinson. From the bottom of my heart.
Das tut ihm gut. Uns auch. So, oh, what did he say?
I said, is Liebelich Germany?
Oh, so.
And I also would like to thank everybody involved, from Mr. Meyer and Jacques and everybody, and Ursula and all the people who gave me help today. I love you. It's Liebelich.
I think we should introduce one of them after one of the next, huh? Where's Jack? Come on. This time it's your turn. Jack Delazer.
Jacques, TCBs, he take cares of business. TCB, take care of biz. Bodo, why don't we take short intermission, let people refresh, buy pictures, get autographs. We take short intermission, be back in just a few minutes, okay? Okay.
It's a pleasure to be with you. So, wir machen, wie Sie merken, eine ganz kleine Pause. Wir können es auch Unterbrechung nennen. Sie können sich in der Zeit ein bisschen frisch machen, zum Beispiel bei Tierney. Oder aber Sie machen Ihr Shopping, können sich hinterher übrigens auch fotografieren lassen. Dort vorne vor dem Auto, dazu später mehr. Okay, wir sehen uns in ein paar Minuten wieder.
For those of you who came late, my name is George Klein. Isn't good. And when I check in hotel, I write George Klein. They say, good German name. Yes, was ist los? We have people here from other parts of Europe. How many people are here from France? Oui? France, oui. How many people are here from Denmark? Denmark? Holland, Holland, Holland. Austria, Austria. Switzerland. Ah, Switzerland. Is lieblich, Switzerland. England, England. Belgium. We're Belgium. Pispaleno, Belgium. We're Belgium. Belgium. Who did I leave? Who did I leave out? Germany. Anybody here from Germany? Denmark. I say Denmark. Sweden. I know people here from Sweden because I was in Sweden last year, Malmo, Sweden. United States of America. Yeah. We love you all. God bless. Thank you so much for coming and enjoying our wonderful show tonight. I've been listening to the show from back here and back there, and it has sounded... I'm sorry? Vestanish. Vestanish. Did I say right? Vestanish? I want to thank my friends Martin and Crystal and Danny for helping me today. Thank you so much. They give me a tour of this beautiful city here in Elvis Hall. Not Barbarossa Hall no more, Elvis Hall, King Hall. Elvis Hall. Give me an E, say E. L. V. I. S. Who was the greatest entertainer in the world? Yeah, Elvis Cologne. No. Ah, good. Isn't good? Good. Over there. No, nice bottle. Money go to Lisa Marie. You buy. But Lisa Marie, if the bottle pretty and the package pretty. You take picture for People magazine. Okay. Okay. Lisa Marie Presley and the entire estate of Graceland send their love to all of you in Europe, the many countries I've mentioned, and the ones that I forgot to mention. Thank you for coming. And Graceland has appointed me unofficial ambassador from America for Elvis. Great honor for me, and I do travel worldwide doing shows like this and speaking on Elvis, my dear friend, because I don't need to read any books. I don't need to refer to any periodicals. I think I know my subject pretty good. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you. There's another subject that I know pretty good too. These are the guys that I met in 1956. 1956. They were the very first backup group to ever sing with Elvis. We traveled many miles. We went to Chicago. We went to St. Louis. We went to Canada, where they turned the stage over when Elvis came on, and 100,000 people came out of the stands, and we had to leave the stage and hide until they went back into the stands. We were in Vancouver, Canada. These guys were there. They were with us in Hawaii when Elvis went to Hawaii, and they toured many, many miles with Elvis. Also, they sang on many, many of his wonderful recordings. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say this, giving credit where credit is due. The United States of America last year presented these guys a special award because their voice has appeared on more recordings in the world than any other voice, because they do lots of backup voice. They back up Patsy Klein, they backed up Ricky Nelson, and they backed up many, many stars, but especially they backed up first the King. Ladies and gentlemen, they are from Nashville, Tennessee. They are great. Another great act on our show. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the great Jordanaires.
all right with you. That's all right now, Mama, just in your way you do. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right now, Mama, any way you do. Well, Mama, she done told me, Papa done told me too.
Son, that gal you're fooling with, she ain't no good for you.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right now, Mama, any way you do. All time. All right.
With me.
I need your love. That's all right. Baby, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right now, Mama, any way you do. That's all right. That's all right. Yeah, that's all right now, Mama, any way you do. That's all right. That's all right. All right now, Mama, any way that you do.
A lot of great Elvis fans here tonight. Yeah, it's cutting out, yeah. A lot of great Elvis fans here tonight, and you know the reason we like to sing that song? That's the first song that Elvis recorded that brought his sound to the public. Now, he'd recorded 2 numbers on the Sun label before That's All Right Mama. But boy, when he went in the studio and did That's All Right Mama, every disc jockey in the U.S. started playing that song, and that's the reason we like to sing it as a tribute to him. We are indeed happy to be in your beautiful country, and we would like to invite you to come to our country, first of all, to come to Nashville and see the Country Music Hall of Fame, the headquarters of great country music, who we have the pleasure of working in the studios in Nashville with all the great country music acts. And we would invite you to Nashville to see the Country Music Hall of Fame and country music and visit the Grand Ole Opry, and then drive 220 miles down to Memphis to visit Graceland. So you must do that and do it soon. If you'll do that, we'll promise we'll come back to see you, okay? My name, thank you. My name is Gordon Stoker, and I sing the top part.
My name is Neil Matthews, and I sing the part directly under Gordon.
I'm Dwayne West, and I sing the part right under Neil.
And my name is Ray Walker, and I sing the low part.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We're going to get along right now. There's another song that I'm sure that you'll recognize. And this song is the first song that Elvis ever used the full quartet in 4-part harmony behind him. And also, it was the first full arrangement that Neil Matthews wrote for him that changed the world of background. Elvis had a lot of great ideas, and he liked our ideas. We worked together and came up with a song that was the flip side of Hound Dog and sold 5.5 million copies. Let's see if you remember this one. If you do, sing it with us, all right?
You know I can't be found sitting home all alone. Well, if jukebox comes around, well, please, please telephone. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Baby, if I made you mad for something that I might have said, please let's forget the past. The future looks bright ahead. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. I don't want no other love. Baby, it's just you I'm thinking of. Don't stop thinking of me. Don't make me feel this way. Come on over here and love me. You know what I want you to say. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Why should we be apart? I really, really love you, baby, across my heart. Well, let's walk up to the preacher and let us say I do. And then you know you'll have me, and I know that I'll have you. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. I don't want no other love. Baby, it's just you I'm thinking of. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Well, I don't want no other love. Baby, it's just you I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Dankeschön. Thank you. Thank you so much. Elvis Presley was a man with a great heart. He was extremely close to his mom and his dad. His mother and he seemed to have a thinking power together, but he was a very humble man and was the most courteous person I think we've ever worked with, and probably one of the most courteous people we've seen. But when he would record a song, he had a purpose for it. And the next song we'd like to do for you to close our portion of the show is a song that he sang with Priscilla in mind, because till the day he died, he never quit loving Priscilla and she never quit loving him. You just have to know the story. But if you trust a person, what difference does it make? Here's a song that when he sang it, he had Priscilla in mind, and may we do it for you now.
Maybe I didn't miss you.
Sing with us.
Quite as much as I should have. Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have.
Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind.
Maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely, lonely times.
And I guess I
Gordon. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Jordanaires. The great Jordanaires, Gordon Stoker, Neil Matthews, Dwayne West, and Ray Walker. Elvis had many wonderful stories about Frankfurt. When he came home from Germany, I met him at a train station in Memphis, and it was a wonderful moment. He said he was glad to be back in America, but we went to Graceland and he held a press conference, and then that night he told me many, many wonderful stories about being stationed in Frankfurt, Germany for 18 months in your wonderful country. One of the funny stories he told me, I hope you can verstehen. Oh no. I talk slow, Bodo. Elvis in Frankfurt, Gordon, Dwayne, Ray, Neil. He was in Frankfurt, and he would go to the base every day from Bad Nauheim. Elvis had house rented in Bad Nauheim. He'd go to the base, the army base in Frankfurt, and he had to do, you know, his army duties with his buddies in his platoon. They'd go out on maneuvers. So Elvis wear a watch. Nobody else wear a watch. They afraid they get watch broke. They say, Elvis, what time? Elvis, what time? All day long they ask him what time. So he get home that night in Bad Nauheim. He tells one of the Memphis Mafia guys, go downtown, Frankfurt, buy 40 watches. He said, 40 watches, Elvis, what do you want with 40 watches? He said, don't ask question. Here's money, go buy 40 watches. One of the guys who worked for Elvis went down Frankfurt, downtown, buy 40 watches. The next day, Elvis go back to base in Frankfurt, goes up to each guy in his outfit, gives watch. He said, now don't anybody ask me what time it is anymore. I hope you mistake. Ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful Jordanaires. Not only great entertainers, but wonderful, great individuals, each and every one, and I cherish their friendship. We've come a long way to perform for you, so make these people warm tonight. Here is Bodo.
Dankeschön, George Klein.
Bodo, Bodo.
Der hat das meiste Geld mit meinem Namen verdient.
Yes.
Show them.
Bodo, 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 Bodo.
1 cent for every Bodo.